Saturday in the third week of Easter. Our first reading tells us about one of the major miracles performed by Peter. He raised Dorcas from the dead. The focus of this reflection is not on the raising up of Dorcas, but the focus is on the mourners. The mourners gather at Joppa, and they call Peter, and as he comes, they start showing him some of the clothing that Dorcas had made whilst she was still with them. What they are showing are some of the good works that Dorcas performed. So their loss is not only the loss of this wonderful woman, but it's a loss of a talent. It's a loss of a cheerful giver. It's a loss of a helper. As they are weeping, they are also parading the good works of Dorcas. Perhaps the questions of reflection today are, suppose you drop dead today, what types of works are we going to testify about you? What are we going to show the world about the good that you've done? When you die, would there be anything to parade about your life? What indelible mark are you going to leave behind? What are you going to be remembered for? What are we going to say about you at your funeral? The homily that is going to be preached on your funeral is in the making, and you are the one who is writing the homily by the way you live, by the way you conduct yourself. Let me quickly rush to say something about what the mourners could have done if Peter had not come. To maintain a close contact or relationship with Dorcas, if Peter had not come to raise her up, the mourners could have started reliving the life of Dorcas, promoting and taking further some of the charitable works that she was doing when she was alive. Today, this could help us to remain in contact with our beloved brothers and sisters who have gone to the Lord. I know at times we feel connected with our deceased brothers and sisters when we visit their graves, which is also good, but reliving and promoting the good works they were doing while they were still on this earth is a profound way of staying connected with them, even if we are far away from their graves. Graves are not real places where we find people who have passed from this life, but we find them in the good works they were doing. If your deceased relative was a cheerful giver, or was a generous man or woman, or was a devout Christian, you will always meet that person each time you become generous. Each time you are fervent in your devotion, that person becomes alive and present again. So this is what the mourners could have done had Peter not come. And I think this is how best we can manage at times our emotional grief, especially those who are still grief-stricken over the loss of their beloved ones. Relive the good that they have done. So when you look at the book of the Acts of the Apostles were reliving the earthly life of Jesus by healing the sick, proclaiming the word, and raising the dead like Dorcas. For them, performing all these acts was a way of making Jesus alive and present in their lives and in the lives of others. So let this reflection help us to reflect on how we want to be remembered when we are dead, and how we would want to remember those who have gone before us, marked with heroic virtues. May God bless you, and may you receive His blessing. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.